All right, what's up, everyone? This is Cowboy B over here at Wedge Up Performance, and we're continuing the Ultimate Spark build with the Level 3 protection kit. We got it here on the ground, got all the pieces laid out, how they go. You saw the pictures that we laid out, and you're just gonna put them on in the same order. You can kind of see where they go once you get them laid out. And make sure you clean your hull with acetone, alcohol, anything decontaminated. If you put 303 or any type of spray on here, because you cannot let this get hot and then it comes up through the back and then your pieces peel off. That's not covered under warranty. Your pieces need to look ashy just like this. Decontaminate everything and it's gonna stick good. This goes for a wrap or anything you put on here. Before you start putting 303 on there, order your level 3 protection kit or your wrap and put it on your Spark, and then use 303 once it's on the top, because you don't have to worry about it coming up through the pores in the plastic and messing things up. But we got the mats on here, the Elite mats, and we're gonna finish it off right now. So let's get started. All right, we got our surface all prepped and ready to go. You're gonna peel your adhesive backing off, and we use this very strong type. It's needed to go on a 24 Spark. So take that off. On here, we're missing a hole for the video, but everybody else is going to get the right piece to cover up so you can access it and make this first hole accessible. But we're making the install video so everybody can use it. Make sure you line up your edge, get your hole visible so you can get into the bolt. It sticks very well, so make sure you put it down good. We got that one. We're gonna line up the top edge. Once we got the top lined up, gradually roll your hands down so you get it to stick in an even fashion, and press at an angle. You put it down and it'll form to the hull. Go around the edges, run your finger on the edges, the palm of your hand. Make sure the edges are all the way down, and you should be able to access your holes, and there'll be a hole here for the final version for everybody that's getting one. And that's how you put your first piece on. Forms right to the hull, don't need any heat, and we'll move to the next piece. And now we're on to the second piece. Peel it off. Get your holes lined up first in your top edge. So we got the hole visible there. Both visible. We're a little too high in the front. So we line it up with the other one. Right on the edge, right there. Our holes are visible. Get this down. Once we got in the spot we like it, we roll it over. Same thing, diagonal fashion. Go all the way around the edge. Now your second piece is on. We're gonna move to the third piece. We peel the backing off the third piece. We're lining it up. So the third piece, you want to make sure everything lines up and looks good for the back. All right, that piece is there. That hole is accessible. Move your pigtail. So go there and flow with the hull and bend it over. Do it diagonal. Get everything to go where it's supposed to go and stick down. And this is how you do the first three pieces. And this is when you're at the dock. Instead of banging up this expensive piece of plastic, you got this cushion between this and your plastic. So if you mar anything up, you're gonna mar this, and of course it's replaceable, but you don't really have to replace it because at some point you can peel it off and it looks great. So not only do you get protection, you get a great look with your wet deck traction mats to go with your footwell and your knee pads and your bonus kit. Now you got the protection kit, and we're gonna finish everything off and show you how the rest of the kit goes on here. All right, for the sake of the video, to speed things up here, because you already know we cleaned the surface, and we're gonna peel off all the backs. I'm only gonna show myself lining everything up and sticking it down on the hull. And we're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side, and then we'll move on to the front piece, and we'll be done with the level 3 protection kit on the 2024 to 25 Spark. Line up your hole at the top. Make sure your edge is a little bit in so it rolls over. Got a couple bites at the apple before it won't stick anymore. Press down your fingers on all the edges to make sure it adheres, because this is great backing that we use. Is when you get the hold of it, you'll see it's better than what's out there for the competition, because we needed to stick to this hull. And we're going to use this for hull numbers and everything. So this is the very first one. Let's move on to the second one. We don't need to stop. We'll just go ahead and peel it. Put a little space in between it, just like your other mat. Everything should line up. Move it back right over the center. Don't get it too close to the edge. And go down and roll your edges. This will protect the top of your hull, and you can use it for like Dunwell traction mats that we make for the big skis. We don't know why the Spark shouldn't have them. You can step on, help you out when you reboard, help you from banging up them old knees, and get you right so you don't be banged up. And now we're on to the third piece. Let's go ahead and peel that off. Line this up right on it and make sure your whip doesn't go past the end. So this is a piece that you want to measure right. You get your tail lined up in the back, and it goes right there, and then kind of smooth it towards the front versus the back to the front, because you always want to make sure this lands in the right spot. Once you see everything is lining up in the right place, go ahead and start pressing it down on the edges so it locks down. And if you want to get a perfect lock in a perfect world, get some painter's tape, tape over the edges all the way down. It'll keep it down, but this adhesive is pretty damn good. It's actually excellent. And if you just massage it down and work your way around, as you see, it hasn't pulled up in any of these other spots we did, but just make sure you work it down in every spot so it's even. And we'll pan out and get a shot of it right here. And this is your level 3 protection kit. This is the most vulnerable spot on the Spark. And it's all protected. So this is what you mainly want to protect. We got the nose protection, and eventually we're probably going to add this piece right here, and then the piece in the back. But for right now, these really don't get banged up often because the bumpers will catch here. That's why we decided not to do it and use most of the material for here, because it takes a lot of material to make these level 3 protection kits. And we're going to move over to the other side and do the same exact thing, but we'll just show you the finished product versus making you go through all the steps again. So let's do the magic of editing. Let's go look at the other side. All right, we got the other side done. Looking great, protected, ready to go. And we're gonna do the nose piece up front because that gets tapped on a little bit. So let's get up here and do the nose. Let's go ahead and take this off. If the nose gets messed up a little bit, we'll line up the edge right here, wrap around. Comes in. Perfect fit. Seal the edges, go around, push at every edge so you don't see a gap, so no water penetrates from behind. When I say from behind, I mean no diddy. Okay, and then we'll put the middle piece in last. Let's do the other side. We'll peel it. Go to here, line up the edge. Go right across the top. Easy to put on. Now you protect your nose at the dock from getting beat up. And we're actually gonna make a piece for the top. We didn't want to put too much traction mat all over the ski and then it still starts looking retarded, like it's got carpet all over. We just put it on the highest contact points. You don't really see a lot of marks on the top right here. You normally see them on the bump and the edges. And we have a piece that's gonna go right here and right here because your winch, your bow stop right there messes things up on here. It tends to get messed up, so this will help protect it. But this, let me know what you think in the comments if you ever want to see this piece covered, because we can add it into the level 4 protection kit. And you get this piece, that piece, and 2 in the back, and maybe some 3-up pieces if you have a 3-up. So let me know if people want to pay to play. Cowboy B will make it happen for you. But let's go ahead and put this middle piece in here. Everything to line up. Get your spacing right. Middle piece. Make sure to press the edges. Don't just stick it on there and walk off. Go around the edge, put them up there. That looks great on the front. And then this piece right here, we're gonna take it, put it right here. So when it rests on the top, once you winch it on, this won't get beat up on things. So it's just an extra piece. You don't have to use it, but if you want to use it, it'll be in the kit. It's all on there. So that's the whole level 3 protection kit. Takes you maybe all of 20 minutes to put it on. If you already have decontaminated your surface of 303 or any baby oil or whatever you've been putting on this thing to try to keep it shiny, gotta get rid of all of that or this will not stick well. It's just like your hull numbers, they're just gonna fall right off. And you paid all this money for nothing. This Cowboy B don't cover that here at Wetjet Performance. You gotta know what you're doing when it's DIY, or take it to a pro so that way they're blamed for it. But just decontaminate your surface all the way and everything will stick perfectly fine. But this has been Cowboy B with another great DIY, another great product from Wetjet Performance. Go ahead and go to the website and start ordering. Peace.